Okay everyone, I was totally not ready for this and totally not expecting this. Right after Apple unveiled their official September 12th event, they started testing out the live stream and all that stuff to make sure it's working for the September 12 launch. And while that happened, I guess they didn't realize it, but they put up images and promos for their next devices. At least they put them up for the more premium iPhones, the iPhone XS and the iPhone XS Plus, which might not have that name exactly. There's rumors it might not. And they also put up pictures of the beautiful new Apple Watch Series 4, which I wasn't excited for before. But now that I've seen it, and I've seen how huge the changes are just from the front, from the design, I'm very excited. So let's get into all that these new leaks entail. So first off, I'm going to start off with saying in general, it appears that this event, what Apple really wants to do with their products in this event, is really add in a lot of gold options, really goldify is what I'm calling it, goldify their line, as they're going to be adding a shiny gold, I don't know what material, but probably stainless steel band around the Apple Watch Series 4 as an option, and it goes hand in hand perfectly with the gold band around the new gold iPhone XS and XS Plus options. So you can see there's a lot of gold coming to this event. Another thing Apple wants to do in this event is greatly reduce the bezels of their devices. So that means that they're going to reduce the bezels on the Apple Watch Series 4 almost entirely. From the looks of the leaks, it seems like the screen content reaches out quite far. Now, whether the bezels will be reduced on the iPhone XS and iPhone XS Plus, we don't know about that yet. May happen, may not. It's really hard to see the notch in the leak photos, but it is there if you look closely. But we don't know how big that notch is and how wide the bezels are. It's not very clear because of how dark the wallpaper is. So we don't really know in that department yet, but we know for sure the Apple Watch Series 4 has greatly reduced bezels. And I'm going to keep talking about the Apple Watch 4 for now, and then I'm going to go to the iPhone XS. So for the Apple Watch Series 4, it seems like it's going to have a giant overhaul, the biggest change since the original Apple Watch in 2014. So what we will see with this Apple Watch is a capacitive button as opposed to a physical button. So if you remember in the iPhone 7, the home button, the physical clicky one from the 6S, was replaced with a capacitive one, so it wasn't a real home button, but it just had a taptic engine to make it feel like a home button. So that's what's going to happen with the power button on the Apple Watch now. You're going to have not really a physical button, it's not going to pop out of the chassis at all. It's going to be inset, it's going to be pushed into the chassis, and you'll simply tap on it, and a taptic engine will shake to give you the feeling that you're pressing a button, but it won't actually be a physical button. And what that does is it helps make the Apple Watch Series 4 more waterproof, so expect better waterproofing. So you'll probably be able to go further underwater or stay in water for a longer time with the Apple Watch Series 4 because they changed that button from a physical one with openings for water to potentially get in. They switched that now to a capacitive button that's built right into the chassis. Now another thing you could see with this year's Apple Watch, just from the design, is that Apple will not be emphasizing the LTE feature this year like they did last year. Last year, the Cellular edition was the highlight of the Apple Watch Series 3. They really highlighted it, and on the crown they made sure you knew it was a cellular one by making it bright red. The whole entire crown was red, and there were people that liked that and there were people that didn't like that. But this year, regardless of that, they're kind of doing in between that, they're just putting a little red ring inside the crown, and I think that'll be going across all Apple Watches. I think that the reason Apple's not going to emphasize LTE this year in their Apple Watches and cellular and all that stuff, I think they're not going to emphasize it because it's going to be streamlined across the entire set of watches. So all the watches they launch within Series 4, all the different kinds and all that, will all include cellular regardless of which one you pick. So that's what I get from the crown that you see here. Another thing that we can see here is possibly some software tweaks or enhancements that are exclusive to the new Series 4 to take advantage of that new screen real estate. So what we do see is an all-new Apple Watch face with close to 10 complications. You got basically everything you could think of on this face. It's a face that hasn't been seen before on any other Apple Watch, and not even the upcoming watchOS update. That hasn't been seen yet, meaning this is brand new with the new Apple Watch Series 4. And what it could also tell us is that processor power will be greatly improved with this Apple Watch, since it would take one crazy good processor to be able to process all of those little widgets on there, all at the same time on the main home page, lock screen type thing. Another thing I noticed is, I don't know if it's just me, but the Apple Watch Series 4 does appear to be a lot thinner than that of the Series 3, Series 2, and Series 1, and the original one. It appears as though it's really thin. They've managed to really make it thin it down, make it all slim, and make it more of a natural fit on the arm. So that's going to be really good. It's going to feel really nice on the arm. As for the iPhone XS, all we can see really from these leaks is that there's going to be a gold color, just as the leaks from and the rumors from other outlets have reported, and Ming Chi Kuo, that it's going to be a shiny stainless steel gold band on the side with a black front and a gold glass back. So that's what we can see from these leaks. And we can see that there's going to be two sizes. We don't know exactly if they're going to be 5.8 and 6.5 inches as the leaks entail. However, that is the most likely scenario. But the leaks for the iPhone XS and XS Plus are very, very limited. The other thing is that the screens, you can tell the pixels really are good at doing dark, deep blacks, very dark black colors. And I guess that's what they were trying to show with that wallpaper that was on the iPhone XS and XS Plus, which will be used in their marketing of the smartphones. I guess that's to emphasize that those two higher-end models have high-end OLED displays. So I think I'm done with all the leaks for now. I never thought Apple would actually leak the official images of their products before the launch by accident. We definitely know somebody's being fired as I speak. So, thanks for watching. Let me know which product you're most excited for, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.